Good morning to one and all. I'm Dr. Sangita Ghodke, Associate Professor in English, PDES BG College, Sangvi, Pune. I take an opportunity to thank my friend Dr. Pragati Naik and her team for introducing me as one of the resources for faculty development program. Since I was asked to prepare a video on use of ICT in teaching and learning process, I have decided to introduce Moodle learning management system through which we can make a teaching and learning easy and interesting as well. I welcome you in 21st century classroom through Moodle technologies. The topic of my presentation is teaching and learning through Moodle technologies, 21st century classroom. Let me begin with the title of my presentation, Teaching Learning Through Moodle Technologies. I want you to enter into 21st century classroom through my presentation. Turning to the first slide, I would like to compare ancient times with the modern times and then turning towards the role of ICT. Basic emotions of human beings are same for all ages. Sharing, caring, love, empathy, these are the basic emotions which were there with Shravan and which are there even in today's time. Here are two images. In one image, we are seeing Shravan who is taking his very old parents to Kashi because they expressed their last wish to go to Vishnu's temple at Kashi, Vishwanath's temple at Kashi. And he was taking them. He was a very devoted son. That time, in ancient time, there was no transportation facility. If we compare that time to modern times, we have all facilities today. In the second picture, man is sitting with a remote and is watching something on video. Suppose in today's time, our age-old parents ask us to take them to Kashi and to Vishwanath's temple. Students may not take the risk. Then what will they do? They will have an option of virtual tour. What will they do? They will just take you to YouTube and they will show you Vishwanath's temple and a tour to Kashi, Mathura city also. So, if we compare the love of Shravan and today's youth, I think there is no difference at all. Love is love. Shravan used to love his parents and today's young generation is also taking care of their parents. Just the medium had changed. Technology is at our service and so everything has become easy. Why to take the risk to take old parents to Kashi? Instead of that, if they want to see something, you can have access of modern technological tools. Now turning to the next slide, here again I would like to compare ancient time to modern times. Here is a picture of Shabri. You all know the story of Shabri. She was one of the devotees of Lord Ram. When Lord Ram was supposed to come to meet her, she decided to have sweet delicacies from the jungle, which we call Ram Meva. She collected some fruits, and what she did, she tasted each and every fruit. And sweet fruits she collected in one basket, and she offered those tasted food to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram was so happy because he noticed her true love towards her Lord. In the second image, what we are saying, suppose in case somebody is coming to our home and that person is very near and dear one to us and we want to offer something. Now we have lot of options. We need not have to go to jungle and collect berries and all and serve our guest or our loved ones. What we will do? Online shopping is just one click away. We will order sweet fruits, and there are ample options and our guests will be happy. Love is same everywhere, just the way we expressing ourselves has changed. Now turning to the gap between olden golden days and today's modern times. There is a gap and we have to fill that gap. Uh, Now in traditional classroom, teacher used to teach with chalk and duster. The classrooms were teacher centric. Interaction that took place was face to face. Teacher was supposed to be a guru. It was a strictly formal style of teaching and learning, and teacher was playing a role of an instructor. If you enter into modern classrooms, scenario gets completely changed. What you see in modern classrooms? Students are with their electronic gadgets. Teaching is gadget centric. Interaction takes place through technology. So technology becomes our guru nowadays. And the style of learning and teaching is very informal. Nobody bothers what you are doing. You can have your gadget, you can have your food with you, you can come with your shorts. Everything is allowed. This is a kind of friendly atmosphere of teaching and learning because nobody bothers about your whether you are presentable or not. The main thing is the content teachers are supposed to provide and students are supposed to get the material through their gadgets. Teacher here is playing a role of a facilitator. He is not an instructor. He has to give several facilities to his student. Turning to the next slide. Now, here is an image of traditional class where teacher is using blackboard and teaching maths and students are completely engrossed with that teaching. And here in the second image what you are seeing, gadgets are open, food is there on the table, everybody is doing his or her own business. They don't bother about the teacher, and in absence of teacher also learning and teaching takes place. So this is modern classroom and this is ancient classroom. Ancient or a few years back classroom is supposed to be like this. The main topic of my today's presentation is introducing you all one very user-friendly technology, or you can call it a software. The name of that software is Moodle. It is the world's most popular learning management system. It is a certified service provider. Now, why have I selected this particular technology? Let me give an explanation. In lockdown period, all our college teaching and non-teaching staff, they have received training of handling Moodle technology for teaching and learning. So just now I got acquainted with this new kind of technology and I found it very useful for teachers and students. So I thought that if I want to talk something about ICT, why not to take or introduce all the audience to Moodle technology. It is a certified service provider. Now, what you can do with this technology? You can do lot many things. You can decide your course objectives. You can design your syllabus through this technology. You can have your contents, your documents, which you are going to add. Then you can add your lessons, assignments, quiz. You can even provide URLs to your students. What our students expect from teacher? They expect all these things, and they can sit in front of their laptop or they can use their smartphones and they can get access to whatever their teacher is providing to them. If you want to know more about this technology, You can have several videos online, they are available. You just have to check how to make use of Moodle for teacher. On Google, if you can search for this, you will have plenty of videos and you can start accessing this learning management system. Now turning to next slide. Now we are entering into Moodle classroom. Here is the first step, and that step is your user ID and login. You have to create your user ID and your login. You should have your own password, just like you open your mail account. Same, you are going to open your account with Moodle. Moodle, it is known as Learning Management System, so short form is LMS. The second step which you are going to take is, at the left side you will have a panel, or you will have that setting option where you need to click. Then you will see you will see the courses which are there. Now see, when you are introducing this software to your college teachers and students, you need to upload your data over there. First of all, you have to feed all the things there, then your teachers can have access to it. So you have UG courses and PG courses. Now, a duty of a teacher is to enter into his own subject, and then he has to enter his subject and department, and then he can do whatever he wants to. So now at the right side corner there is a drop down arrow near the setting symbol. There you have to go into the drop down arrow, then you will see turn editing on option. Whatever you want to do, you have to begin with turn editing on. Unless and until you do this, you will not be able to do anything. And then once editing is on, you can do several things with this software. Turning to next slide. Now here is, on the top of the screen you can see announcement button. Now you are going to click that announcement. Then you will have option of topics. At the right side you will have an option of add an activity. So there also you need to click, then you will enter into topic. Suppose there are 4 units for FYPA. What you will do, you will enter to unit number 1, that is your topic number 1, and then whatever you want to give, your lesson, your textbook, assignment, everything, you can just upload it here. It's very easy, and everything is there. You need not have to, one syllabus goes for 5 years, one textbook is there for 5 years. So first year if you take care of providing all kinds of material to your students, it will remain there for 5 years. So it will save your time, and you will have all the material wherever you go. You just need a fast speed internet, and then you can open it through your login and you can use it from any corner of the world. Now turning to the next slide, how to select subject and course. Here is your menu. Whatever your subject is, you need to click on that subject, and here you have course. Every time whatever you will do now, at the end of that particular page, save button is there. You have to see and then you have to go ahead. If you don't save, again you will have to start from the first step. Now we are here to write notices, whatever content you want to provide to your students. A box just like your mailbox is there. What are you going to do with this box? Suppose I want to give a notice to my students. I'll type that notice there, then I'll save it, and then I'll display it. Suppose I don't want to display this notice for 1 month. So I'll restrict the access till the date that I want it to keep away from my students. Suppose I want to display it on 1st of August. If I provide the date, on that date, students will see that notice. So it is very easy. Anytime you can do your work, and whenever you want to display it, your computer is or software is at your service. This slide is very important. What we are saying here, adding an activity or resource. So what exactly are we going to do with Moodle is shown over here. Adding an activity. What kind of activities are there? You can have assignments, you can have chart, you can have feedback, you can have uh, forum and quiz and everything. Just you have to click on the option that you want to use, then you have to add that option, then you will enter into it. So all these, the things which you are going to do with Moodle, they have already been mentioned over here. Use anything. If you want to chat with your students, you can go for chat option. How to do it? You will have all tutorials which are available online. Just go through it and then do it. Today I am just giving an introduction. Actually, if you want to learn any system of teaching and learning, you need to have a practical. That practical is not possible today, but an introduction is definitely possible. And if you go on Moodle technologies online, you will have all the tutorials. With the help of those tutorials, you can operate it very easily. Now entering into next slide, you will have an edit button. Suppose topic number 1, you have provided books, you have provided PPTs and everything. And after some time you think that something is missing or you want to add something, then there is an edit button. What are you going to do with this edit? You can highlight something, you can delete something, you can add. So all these options are also there. So it becomes really very easy for teachers. Anytime they can update it, anytime they can remove some data from it. Always technology is just saving your efforts and saving your data, and that is most needed because we are in 21st century and students want everything very instant. So using technology is always uh, saving your time and saving your money also. Entering into new slide, here you are going to create assignments for your students. So whatever assignment is, you are supposed to type that assignment, that question. Suppose it is something like MCQs or something like that, that you are going to type in that box. After typing, or suppose you have already prepared it in a Word file, you can upload that file here. Now at the end of this screenshot, you can see that you can add your time, then the time of that assignment, day of that assignment, date, year, everything. You can just feed it here. That time students will get access of that assignment, and it would be very easy for the teachers. Now here is again, you can have Word or PDF format or PPT format that you are going to upload as a supporting or reference material for your students. The way you attach your file on mail, the same way you are going to do it here. You will choose your file from your desktop and then you will upload that file. After uploading, you need to save it. So same, if you are very familiar with your mail, then you can operate this Moodle technology very easily. Just in mail, we don't have all these options, assignments and quiz and uploading several things. Those options are available here. Turning to the next slide, it is about writing syllabus in the given box. So whatever syllabus you want to provide, you can put it here in the box, and then you can save it and send it to students information. Now how will students access to it? There is an app through App Store. You need to download that app on your smartphone. It is Moodle technology app or LMS app, and through that app, whatever teacher is sending, students are going to check it on their smartphone. They will get notices, they will get assignments, they'll get quiz, everything on that small device known as smartphone. Now here you can see a quiz option. Now suppose these are MCQs. How are you going to do it? You have to again add an activity button. You have to add it. Then you have to go on your topic. Suppose your quiz is based on topic number 3. There you will go and then you will click edit button. Then you will type your question and then you will have 3-4 options for 3-4 answers. Now when you have given 3-4 answers or options, there is one option which is your answer. So there you have to just make that the button of that answer, you have to click on that button so that software will notice that this is the answer of this question. When students will solve this quiz, if their answer is right, they will get a right tick mark over there, and if it is wrong, they will get explanation of that answer, why it is wrong and which one is the correct option. So it's very handy and very user friendly. One has to go with this. Earlier we used to write questions, then options, then we get it xeroxed, then we circulate it among our students, and then students solve it. Again we need to assess it, we need to check it, and then we have to display the result. Now the result will also be automatically displayed. Students will immediately get their score once they submit their quiz. So it's very easy and time saving. So this is what about Moodle technology, friends. I think that this is just an introduction. You must have got some kind of motivation to know about this particular software. Please go online and find and try to use it. Now here are 2 images. Here is a picture of a USA classroom. What are we seeing? All the students are sitting very informally with their shorts and all, and it's a big auditorium. They have their electronic gadgets, and whatever teacher is providing them, they are just watching it on their laptop. So this is the way of modern classrooms and modern teaching. Now here is a second picture. Look at our brains. They have completely occupied with modern communication tools. You have lot many things going on in your brain. You all are multitaskers nowadays. You can have your cell phone in your hand. At one time you are checking WhatsApp and immediately you come to know that there is one mail. You go to that mail. Then there is again something on Facebook. You enter into Facebook. So this is the way we are connected to multimedia. We are just moving our fingers from one option to another option. We are the switching on and switching off is going on continuously in our brain, and this is really amazing. Now, is it possible to live without ICT? I don't think so. Now our students and teachers, they're very much used to use of ICT. Without smartphone, I think that life would become very very complicated because I will not be able to communicate, I will not be able to, it would be a cut off kind of experience from the entire world. So ICT has definitely become a part and parcel of our life. It is difficult to imagine life without social media and ICT. Similarly, a business without the use of social media is a big no. It's not possible. Now you need not have to go to give an interview to any company. Interviews are online. You have to provide your portfolio or your profile, and they will select you without having a single face to face meeting. So world is so small, and it is just on your one click. Social media not only helps business or organizations attract customers but also to connect with the potential candidates essential to the company. Company is going to reach at you. You need not have to approach the company. If you have a talent, if you have skills, and if you know little bit of ICT, then mark my words that you are the most essential candidate of today's market. Traditional resumes. Now, you don't have to prepare your resumes because you have your LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, Twitter, Google Plus, and all these things. So, suppose somebody is interested to know you, he will just check your profiles, and then whatever material available online, your papers, your research, that person will go through it and then he will think about you. So your online data that you produced or somebody has produced on you will speak a volumes about you. So this is what the life is today. Now let me turn to some of the questions which I think that you are supposed to answer. The first question is, it is a small quiz, multiple choice questions. The first one is, where do you go to edit your profile? I'm not going to give you an answer. It is your duty to find out the answers. Options are number 1, the dashboard, number 2, the user menu top right, number 3, the front page. This is the first question, which is related to our first few slides. Second question is, YouTube is blocked at your establishment. This doesn't matter in Moodle because if you embed it, a YouTube video, it will still show in your Moodle course in your establishment. Is it true or false? You can try for this software, then only you will get the answer. You like to organize your files neatly and store them privately before you display them to your learners. What could you use to do this? Question number 3. Where will you go? Number 1, private files. Number 2, server files. Number 3, file pickers. Now, again you will have to use the software. Number 4, question number 4. With Moodle, it is possible to have questions automatically graded, true or false. And number 5. Quiz questions can only be used once in a course, true or false. It's a very common sense question. You need not have to learn the technology. Common sense you can answer it through your common sense. So this is what is all about use of ICT in 21st century. So the software that I used is Moodle Technologies. I hope that it will create interest among you all and you will go to know more about this software. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home, and live life happily. Thank you very much. If you have questions, you can drop those questions on my mailbox. My mail ID is sangita.godke@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye-bye. मिनिटं झाले कुठे येते इथे
29 minutes.